Mama, you are more than halfway through. This is so exciting because you've had 4 lessons with your daughter and you're showing her that she's important because you're making time for her each month. She's intentionally having time to talk about who she is and who God is and learn more about you. This is building trust, a foundation of your relationship so that she knows she can come to you about anything under the sun. And so this month, you're going to talk about the fruit of kindness. I think we all could say that we love kindness, right? We love people who are kind. We all want to be more kind. But the truth is that I actually was known for being a kind person most of my life until I found my voice. Then when I started saying what I thought, my opinions, and was maybe more overt about my places I disagreed with people, I didn't feel like I was as kind or people perceived me as kind. And so there's this like pendulum learning curve of how do we say the truth in kind ways. And so the fruit of the Spirit, if we want to really learn about what kindness is from God's perspective, it's learning how to speak both truth with love. This takes a lifetime, and hopefully we can give our daughters a leg up as we teach them how to do this on the playground and with their little friends, and even with you, Mom, as she learns to tell you the truth, but to say it with kindness. What we don't want our daughters to learn is that kindness means that we're a pushover. You know, sometimes little girls, when we're trying to be kind and we're trying to not be easily angered and all these things we teach our daughters, we also can fall to the place where they feel like they don't have any power and they can be bullied. So if this is the case for you in your guys' circumstances, if there is a bully or along the way in your daughter's journey, you need to help her to stand up and to be able to use her voice and to know that she's valuable and she's not meant to be treated that way. This is a lesson also about the fact that we deserve kindness just as much as we want to give kindness. And if you need some more help, this is where you can get a counselor involved or some other friends, but making sure that you're not doing this alone if this becomes out of hand along the way. Get some help. Teach your daughter that it's okay to get help and to make sure she comes and talks to you about that you keep an open door policy to talk about those friendships and the places where she's feeling uncomfortable and needing to balance. How do I be truthful if that doesn't feel good to me, but also loving? I've gone through this several times with my own daughters. And I remember one moment when my daughter was in first grade. There was this little boy who didn't know boundaries, right? You can relate. And he was all over the place, squirming, and he would often put his hands in places too close to my daughter's body, and she would feel really uncomfortable. She already had anxiety and was feeling cautious in her little classroom environment. And so we were practicing a lot. How do we be kind? How do you speak up for yourself and say, excuse me, can I have more space? So that's what you're going to do with your daughter. You're going to talk about the people she feels safe with and the people that maybe she's struggling feeling safe. The other aspect is also not being a bystander when you're seeing somebody else getting picked on. We want our girls to be confident and to stand up for when they see something going wrong on the playground amongst their friends. And this is something you're going to be talking to her along the way. This is something that I bet you're going to grow in as well. I know I have. And as I learn to stand up and speak truthfully with kindness, my girls are following and learning the way. And I hope that for you as well. This is really an important lesson for life. But more importantly, it's just a time to get to know your daughter's little world and who are the people in her life that she feels comfortable with at school or in your community, at church. So talk about all the people and help her to use her voice. Maybe even get to role play a little bit. But at the end of the day, God is a kind, kind God. In fact, it's his kindness that leads us to repentance. And we want to teach our daughters how to receive that kindness from God and then to give that away. God is the one who's growing the fruit in us, ladies. And so this is a really exciting time to keep loving on your daughter, to be patient, expand your timeline, receive grace for yourself as a mama, and watch what God does. One last thing. If you are wanting to do this with a couple other moms and daughters to build some more accountability, to be able to build a deeper community, to practice these principles with other girls and moms, consider doing what we call Courageous Girls Groups, which is taking these exact lessons but in community with others. So you can learn more at mycourageousgirls.com. And in the meantime, remember, you're the right mama for the job. So continue pursuing your daughter, and I'm looking forward to hearing the fruit of what God's doing in this time with her.